Yeah, if everyone's ready, we can get started. Oh, this always comes on. Yay. All right. Onto your mat. Actually, you know what? I just sat down, but we're actually going to get started right at standing position. So right onto your mat, standing up in your mountain pose. In yoga, we call this mountain pose when we're standing up nice and tall. So we're not standing like we are standing waiting in line at a grocery store. We're standing up nice and tall here, pressing into your feet. Roll your shoulders back, arms alongside you. Feeling a bit of energy radiating from your fingertips already. Head over heart, heart over the pelvis. You can close your eyes here if that feels comfortable. Bring a little more heaviness into your feet as you root down into your heels, a little drawing of your belly button towards the spine. Lengthen, a little lift out of your hips. And let's just stay in this pose for a few breaths as you stand up nice and tall, allowing your chest to lift towards the sky. And have yourself a wonderful practice this evening as you move through at your own breath, your own pace. Breathe in. Breath out as you let go of everything from this day, good or bad. Let it all go. Let it float away, drift away from your body. And just come into this moment onto your mat. And see if you can bring your breath in through your nose. Breath in. Big breath in. Exhale all the way back out through your nose or out through your mouth, whichever feels more comfortable. Listen to your breath. Feeling a lift, expansion in your upper body. And as you exhale, feeling a little more heaviness in your lower body. And if you're just joining us, we're just standing up at the on our mat in mountain pose, nice and tall. Taking a couple of breaths in and out, feeling out the feet making contact with the mat. Feeling a little lightness in the body, but at the same time, heaviness. Let's take another big breath in, all together now. Inhale. Exhale. Let it all go. Let's start to open your eyes. If you had your eyes closed, come back into your space. Let's take a big breath in and we're going to reach our arms all the way up to the ceiling, fingertips up to the sky. Once they get up to the ceiling, you're going to bring your right hand and grab your left wrist. And let's take a little side bend. Breath in, get nice and long and tall. Exhale over to the right side of your room. Left palm facing down towards the ground. Pressing into both feet equally. I'm just going to stand this way of my mat so you can see me. Nice side bend. Let's take another breath in. See if you can reach up and over that right hip a little further. Nice breath out. Good. On your inhale, come back to center. Breathe in. Long and tall. And then exhale, grabbing for your right wrist this time, over to the left. Press down into your feet, reach up and over the left hip. Couple of breaths here. Palm facing down towards the ground as much as you can. And finding a little slight drawing of the belly button towards your spine. Breathe in. Breath out. And come back to center. And let's try that one more time on each side. Get nice and long and tall. Grab for your left wrist. Exhale over to the right. It's feeling that lengthening through the right side body. And come back to center. Switch sides when you're ready. Nice and long. Grow tall. Exhale over to the left. Always feels really nice on the side body as you stretch, lift, extend your fingertips over, and come back to center. Good. Release your arms, shoulders rolled back, hands still radiating with that energy down towards the ground. Good. Let's take a couple of breaths in as we reach your arms up. Sweep them up. Maybe the palms press, and then exhale, release them back down. Let's stay with this motion. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale all the way down. We'll do this a few more times. Breathe in, your breath, your pace. Exhale all the way down. Keep it moving. Inhale. Big breath in. Exhale all the way down. 3 more times. Inhale. Feeling your arms kind of building a little bit of heat there, strengthening them up, maybe a little press in your feet. Exhale all the way out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And this is our last time here as you reach your arms up. Keep your fingertips up towards the sky. Stretch out nice and long. Breathe in. Breath out. Good. Let's interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Stretch your arms out. A little stretch in the wrist as well. Breathe in. Exhale all the way out. Release the hands, fingertips back up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, slowly fold all the way down to your feet with control. So take your time here as you come all the way down. Good. Once you come down, just let your head go. Let your neck relax. Bend into your knees as much as you need to. Press into your feet. Maybe leaning into your toes a little bit more as you hinge in your hips. Tiny bit more. Feeling the low back here. Let's grab for opposite elbows if that feels good, or you can just keep your hands on the mat or have them hovering, or grabbing for opposite elbows. If you do grab for your opposite elbows, you can sway your body side to side wherever you are, releasing in the neck. Feeling the stretch in the backs of your legs. Yeah, we're gonna come over to the right side. So swaying over to the right leg there. We're gonna bring our left hand and place it. Grab for your right ankle. Good. Now you can bring your right hand on your low back, if that's okay. If you want a little bit more, you can reach your right arm all the way up, or maybe even to extend it to the side. So a few options here. On your low back, fingertips all the way up to the sky, or reaching, extending your right arm out. So just a gentle twist in the midsection of our body. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Gazing over to the right. If that feels okay for your neck, you can always bring your gaze back down to the mat. Another breath in. Good job. Exhale all the way out. Release your arms back to center. Maybe even a little fold here for a second as you take a breath in. Exhale all the way out. Let's try the other side this time. So we'll sway over to the left. Right hand grabs for the left ankle. And then again, those options there. Left hand on low back. Left fingertips up towards the sky. Or left arm extends out to the side of the mat. Parallel to the ground. Gaze can follow, or gaze can come down to the mat. Breathe. Feel your legs really work here. Keep pressing solid into your feet there. One more breath in. Full breath out. Release. Forward, fold down to your feet. Feel the stretch. Maybe a little shaking in the legs, and that's okay. That's just your muscles telling you that it's working hard, getting used to this movement here, this pose. Okay, let's come into halfway lift. With your breath in, we're just going to bring our hands, slide them up our shins, our knees, our thighs, wherever it is for you. It's different for everybody. To get that nice long spine, belly pulls in. Peel the shoulders back, gaze towards the ground in front of you so you have this nice long neck. Take another breath in. Exhale all the way out. Let's do that a few more times in our halfway lift. Inhale, lift halfway, wherever the hands need to be. Draw the belly button towards the spine, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Bend into your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale all the way down. You're going to take a big breath in, press into your feet. Tuck your chin in and roll nice and slow all the way up to the top. Roll the shoulders back. Sweep your arms all the way up, nice and high. Palms may press. Maybe you gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring those palms down to heart center. Humble your chin. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your arms alongside you back into your mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back. Breath in. Breath out. Good job, everybody. Let's do a couple rounds of sun salutation, just like that, saluting the sun or the sun going down right now. Inhale, reach your arms up, your pace, your breath. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to your feet. Bend into your legs as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your time, bringing your hands onto your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Press into your feet, tuck your chin in, and slowly rise all the way up. Sweep your arms up, grab hold of all that energy, pressing the palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in. Breath out. Release your arms. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, diving down to your feet. Bend to knees as much as you need to. Let your head go. Soften in the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Peel the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, press into your feet. Rise all the way up. Sweep your arms up, pressing the palms. Exhale, hands come to heart. Breathe in. Breath out. Relax the arms alongside you. Really good. And bring your feet back where they are, or maybe even a little wider, depending on where you're feeling good right now. We're going to come into chair pose. So make sure you find a sturdy place for your feet as we sit our hips down and back. Bend into the knees. Hands can go right onto the tops of the legs, or it can come to heart center, pressing the palms to touch. Belly draws in. Maybe you sit a little deeper into your imaginary chair. Long spine. Breath in. Lighten the toes as you root down into the heels. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. In through the nose. Exhale all the way out. Breathe in. Breath out. Good, don't move. We're gonna come into a little twist, gentle twist over to the right for one breath in. Bring your left forearm across your thighs, right hand on your low back. Good, just twisting in the midsection, keeping the hips facing forward. Breathe in. Breath out. Good job. Come back to center. Bring your hands onto your hips and slowly rise back to standing, arms alongside you, mountain pose. Breathe in. Table turns as you keep your hips forward. Right hand on your thighs, left hand goes on the low back. Take one full breath in, full breath out. Good. Just slowly come back to center. Hands catch your hips and straighten your legs out nice and slow. Relax your arms, mountain pose. Good work. And you can just feel the burn in your legs right now, the heat that's created. Good job. That's all hard work you just did. Very nice. Exhale all the way out. Good. We did some really arms forward, fingertips towards the front of the mat. And do a little bit of shoulder rotation right into the rotator cuff there. We're going to take a breath in. And we're going to start to reach our right arm all the way up, fingertips up as it slowly comes up to the ceiling. Now you can stay here. Maybe that's as far as your shoulder will allow you to go today. Maybe you go a little farther, twisting your body over to the right side of the room. Maybe stay here, or maybe go all the way to the back, reaching your fingertips all the way to the back of your mat. Making sure that everything feels okay for you wherever you are. Slowly with your breath in, come all the way back to center, wherever it is that you stopped and paused at. Good, let's try that a few more times on the right side with your breath in. And just start to slowly draw your fingertips all the way up, wherever it's going, stopping in the place that feels good for you. So be mindful. And then as you breathe out or breathe back in, to the top of your mat there. Really good. Let's try one more time. Right hand as it grazes, draws that line like a rainbow arch across the sky. Maybe you make it halfway, maybe you make it all the way. Everybody's different. Our bodies are different. And then slowly, gently coming back to center and just really feeling that right shoulder out. Good. Maybe from here, just shake your arms out a little bit there because they've both been working really hard. Let's try the other side this time. So reaching left side of your room. Maybe you reach all the way to the back of your mat. And then on your exhale or your breath in, come back to center. When we're doing these movements, especially rotating through in our joints there, we want to be very mindful, being really careful of where, how far we're going with this movement. You don't move with breath. And forwards, just to release anything that might have crept up from doing that pose there. Good, really nice. Let's come back to the top of the mat if you had moved from the top there. And we'll bring our feet about hip distance apart or a little wider. We'll bring our hands onto our hips, slight bend to our knees, and let's step our right foot back behind us. Start to shift to the front of the mat as much as you can. Arms can come up all the always keep them on your hips for now too. Good, getting right into our hips, sitting down a little bit more, lunging a little bit more, pressing into both feet, coming into a warrior one. Now, if you have your arms all the way we're going to start to take a breath in. Not too far. Good. With your breath in, we're going to reach your arms all the way up. Make sure you're pressing into your feet, everything's sturdy. Exhale all the way down. Reach your arms, fingertips all the way back. A few more times. Feeling it in your shoulders. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back. Good. Really nice. 2 more times. Reach it up. Exhale, reach it back. Good. Last time. Reach it up. One. Slowly, with control, bring your arms all the way back up. Take a breath in. Exhale all the way out. Good job. And if you just had your hands on your hips, good for you too. It's hard work. And let's bend into our front knee. And we'll just slowly start to pop our right foot back beside the left. Good. Walk your feet out a little bit here. Back. Breathe in, breathe out. See if you can lengthen your breath in and out. And wherever you are, if you'd like to try that movement again, let's do this. If you don't, that's okay too. So feel where your body's at. Let's take a breath out. Reach your arms back, fingertips back behind you. Just folding over just a bit. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Press into your feet. Get strong in the legs. Exhale all the way down. These can be very small movements. They don't have to be very big. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more times. Good job. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last time. You've got this. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. And then slowly bring your arms all the way our hips. Good. Turn your left toes out so they're facing the left side of the mat. Good. You might want to heel toe your right foot out just so that you find a nice stance. The width of your between your legs feels good for you. Start to lunge. Bend into the left knee. Again, knee over the ankle. Watch that left knee is not coming forward. It's staying in line with the ankle. Now you can keep your hands right onto the hips, or you can bring your arms out side to side. Warrior 2. Lunge a little bit more, open up the hips a little bit here as you feel this lengthening through the left leg, a little internal rotation of the right leg, shoulders down. If you have your arms up, actually shoulders down wherever your arms are at. So you relax them back away from your ears. Breathe. Couple of breaths here, feeling the arms reach out. And if your arms are feeling a little tired, you can bring your palms up towards the sky. Sometimes that helps. In through the nose. Exhale all the way out. Really good job, everybody. Let's take that bend out of the front knee. Place your hands onto your hips. Good. We're going to slowly start to tilt our body over to the left side. And then bring our left hand on our left leg. Maybe it comes to the shin. Maybe it's a little bit higher. And then right arm the sky to the chest, rib cage to the sky. The right shoulder might even lean back a little bit more. Breathe in. Breath out. Our upper body back to center. Really good. And let's bring our left foot so that's facing the long side of the mat. Good. Let's bring hands back onto your hips. We're going to try the exact same thing, warrior 2 and triangle pose, but on this side this time. So let's spin that right foot out. And reach your arms side to side or keep them on your hips. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in. Breath out. Feel the inner thighs stretching here. Good. Let's come back into our triangle pose. Hands catch your hips. Strain that right leg this time. We're going to slowly start to tilt our body, our upper body, down towards our right leg. Right hand on our right leg. Left arm goes up this time, so opposite way. Good. Triangle pose. This is where we can slowly and gently hug that right rib cage in. Left rib cage opens up. Lean that left shoulder back just a tad. Pressing into your feet. Feel the heaviness and feeling your legs being really sturdy there. Exhale all the way out. Good. Let's bring our hands back onto your hips. Bring your upper body back, shoulders over the hips. And this time we'll bring our right foot back, facing the long side of the mat. Really good. Take your time there. And let's start to come into a wide-legged forward fold. From here, big breath in. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way down to your mat, to the ground. Fingertips reach, or maybe even place a block or your chair under your hands if it's dangling and you're hovering in space quite a bit there. Let your head go. Soften behind the neck. A little micro bend to the knees, just so that our legs don't lock up. Take a few big breaths here. And just allow your upper body to get a little heavier. Low back, hinging in the hips a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to kick our toes out. So bring your toes out. Heels come in. We're going to come into a little bit of a squat here. So keeping your hands in front of you on the ground in front of you. You can start to squat. Bring your hips, your glutes down as far as you get. Maybe you're just up here. That's okay. Just keep your hands there. Maybe it's under a block or a chair. And just stay there for a little bit as you let your hips get a little heavier. Maybe you come down a little bit more. Or maybe if you have a block or a bolster, you can place your block underneath there and you can sit on there as you feel your hips out. Maybe you don't need a block and you can sit in your squat position, either with your hands on the ground or hands at heart center with the elbows just to the insides of your knees. And we're just going to, wherever you are, we're going to take a So your hips could be all the way down low. They could be midway. They could be really high up. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are, just honor your body where it's at today. And we're just allowing the hips to get nice and heavy. opening them up a little bit more, getting right into those hip flexors, and just breathing wherever your body's at. Take another breath in. Full breath out. Really nice, everybody. Good job. And wherever you're at, hands back onto the ground in front of you. And we're just going to come all the way up to standing, back into our mountain pose. Bring your feet back in so the toes are facing forward. And we're just going to come into one balancing pose for this evening, into tree pose. Now, we did tree pose last class where we had the chair. Now, I don't have my chair tonight. If you have a wall or if you have your chair, please use those things if you feel like you need them tonight. I'm going to cue this without anything, but I'm going to show you a few ways of how we can do this. You're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart. Hands catch your hips. Good. Let's start to glue that left foot down onto the mat there, onto your ground. Root it down. Turn your right toes out. Place your right foot anywhere along the inner lining of your left leg. Good. It could be toes on the mat with the sole of your right foot on your ankle. Good. It could be just like that. It could be your foot below the knee or above the knee. Anywhere. Good. Now you're going to start to find your steady gaze in front of you. Breathe in. And exhale all the way out. Really good. If you have your hands at heart center, bring them back to your hips. Draw that right knee in and your right foot back onto the mat. Really nice. Good work, everybody. Let's walk that out. Relax your arms. Take that breath in and a big sigh out. Good work. Let's try the other side this time. So again, feet hip distance apart, hands catch your hips. Ground down into that right foot. Press into all four corners of your right foot. Turn your left toes out. Place it anywhere again on the side of your right leg, either on the bottom draw that belly button in. This is where it's going to keep you lifted and balanced. All of that energy in your core. Press the foot into the leg back into the foot. Breathe. Find strength, find a lift. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Steady your gaze. One more. And stay for your exhale all the way out. Good. Slowly bring your hands back onto your hips. Draw the left knee forward and your left foot back down and just walk it out a little bit or relax your arms and stand in your mountain pose. Breathe in and out. So good, everybody. Awesome work. Let's come all the way down onto our hands and knees whenever you're ready, making your way down here mindfully. Good. Using your blankets or towels, bring them under your knees. We're going to be on your knees just for a bit there. Good. We're gonna come into child's pose right now. So bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees out as wide as you like. We're gonna slowly start to walk our hands forward to the front of our mat. Bring our head down to the mat. If that's available for you. If it's not, you can always bend up at the elbows, stack your hands or your fists, and place your forehead on there. Allow your hips to get a little heavier. Allow your belly, the low belly, to soften. Shoulders down and back. And take a couple more breaths here as you release down to the mat. Gonna take one more breath in. Exhale all the way out. Good. Start to press into your hands onto the mat and come all the way into tabletop. Hands and knees. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. We're gonna come into some cat-cow. Take a breath in. And as we drop our belly, lift our chest, gain. Real. Let's do a few more. Your breath, your pace. Breathing in. Breath out. And slowly start to make your way back to a neutral spine. Flat back, belly button in towards the spine. Good. Let's start to take a breath in. We're going to extend our left leg out. Toes grazing the mat. I hope you can see that there. Good. Now you can keep it there, or you can start to lift that left leg up a little bit more. Good. Now you can stay here, or if you feel balanced, you can reach your right arm out to the front of the mat. Fingertips to the front, thumb facing up. So lots of options here. You can always bring the left foot down, toes down as well. Good. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Good. Bring it back to center. Hands and knees again. And we'll try the other side. Let's bring our Right foot out, toes grazing the mat first. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to lift it a little bit higher, or maybe it comes in line with your spine. Kick that heel back or point the toes. Good. You can stay exactly here. Or if you'd like, you can take that left arm out. Stretch it all the way to the front of your mat. Breathe in. Breath out. Good. And just bring it back to center. Tabletop. Really good. Let's try one more time on each side. You choose. Lots of options here, and you go with where your body's at. So extending the left leg out. Maybe it goes up in line with the spine. Kick that heel back. Maybe the right arm extends out as well. Take that breath in. Full breath out. Bring it back to center. Really good. Let's try it last time on the other side. Or extend the right leg out. You choose where you go with it. And maybe the left arm as well. Feel the energy in your low belly, the core strength that's happening right now. Back. So we'll take our blanket away, unless you want to sit on it for a bit. We're just going to come into a forward fold. If you don't, that's fine too. Flex the toes towards you. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, shoulders down. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hip creases, come all the way down, up and over, grabbing hold of whatever is accessible to you. Good. Head goes heavy. Relax your upper body. Shoulders over the hips. We're going to interlace right on top of our right shin or right leg, and extend the left leg all the way down towards the mat. Relax the shoulders down and back. Take a couple breaths here. Drawing the right knee in as you take your breaths out. Angling it out a little further towards the right side of the mat, if that feels good for you. Sometimes the center doesn't always feel good for everybody. It's a little different for everyone. So just playing around with that knee, flossing right into that hip socket there. see what does feel good. Good. Let's release our grip and we're going to extend our right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. You might need to bend up at the left knee if you need a little bit more space like I do. And we're interlaced behind the leg right onto the hamstring. Now there can be a little bit of a bend to the right leg. And from here, you can either find stillness, or you can roll your ankle one way, then the other, a little movement there. Point or flex the foot. Really good. Now, if your left knee is not bent, bend it now, and we're going to do a figure four, crossing the right ankle over, creating this figure four shape right here. Good. Now we're going to lift our hips up in our figure four. We're going to shift them over to the right side of the mat. And then we're just going to let our figure four drop and fall over to the left side of the mat. Bring your right foot down and your right knee up towards the ceiling as much as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good. From here, in this twist here, you can also bring your arms and tee them out. Or you can use your left hand and grab for your right ankle. It's a lot of words there, but I hope you got that. So I'm going to demo this with a bind. So a figure four twist. A little twist in the midsection of our body here. Just a couple of breaths. Noticing any of the sensations that you may be feeling at this moment. A little bit of decompression in our body, in our breath, as well as we're starting to notice that our body is winding down. Release that left hand if you had it on your right ankle. Just bring your figure four back to center. Bring your hips back to center. Release that right foot back to the mat. Really good job. Let's do the other side. So same sequence on the left side this time, interlacing, drawing the left knee towards you. You can either interlace on top or behind the leg. You can extend the right leg out onto the mat. And breathe in. Relax the shoulders down, a little humbling of the chin to give space to the back of the neck. A really nice pose, especially these ones that are on the back. Great to do before bedtime, daily, every night. Just tuning into your breath. These nice soft breaths now, letting go of that controlled breathing we were doing earlier. Yeah, let's release our grip. Extend our left leg up towards the sky, interlace behind the leg this time if it's not there already. Bending up at the right knee if you need the space. Bring a little movement to the ankle, flexing, pointing the toe. And release your grip. Cross that left ankle over with allowing the figure four to fall all the way over to the right side of the mat. You'll be chest, or taking a bind right hand to left ankle. And this helps to bring a little deepening to this figure four twist. Bring that left knee up towards the sky a little bit more. Pressing that left foot down to the mat. Just breathing in and out. Allowing your breath to go a little further, right down to the twist, if not more. And trying your very best to relax your body. Notice any more gripping in your body at this moment. Breathe and send breath to it. Good. One more. Stay for your breath out. Good. Slowly start to bring your figure four back to center. Knees open wide to the sides of your mat. Soften in the low belly, in your pelvis, the inner thighs, the knees, as they get a little heavier. Arms can be wherever you choose. Into Shavasana. Into Shavasana now. Whatever that means to you, you can stay exactly where you are. You can extend your legs out onto the mat, arms alongside you. Depends on where your body's at. Relaxing your shoulders back down, heavy into the head. Closing your eyes if you haven't done so already. Allowing the eyes Let's share a breath together as a group. We'll sync up our breaths first. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one more sip of air. Hold it right there. Open up your lips. Exhale all the way out. Big sigh out. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Breathe in. Breath out. Yourself this time to rest, release, and let go. Again, I encourage you to stay exactly where you are if you have those few extra moments. If you don't, I completely understand. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me this evening. Great job. We did some really hard work and you guys all did fantastic. Have yourself a wonderful week. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Really good.